One question: how frequently will you need to create these kind of rules when implementation happens? That time they will create, or generally, uh,
So
what exactly what time?
whenever there is a constraint requirement is there, okay, for every model you'll have a rule actually. For HR, for core HR, you'll have a role-based security with HR partner, HR coordinator kind of roles. For benefits team, you'll have a benefits partner. For compensation team, you'll have. So for every module, you'll have a role-based security that you'll be creating, and depends upon the kind of frequency that you'll be handling and people who are changing from that role, right? During the time, support would be required for that. Let's say a performance module is there. Okay. So you are a performance reviewer for company called India. Okay. So all the
Mhm.
calibration and all, you'll be evaluating the performance reviews and all, and you'll let employee move their performance reviews to the manager. So now you've moved to another country or your role has got changed. Some other person has filled your position. Okay. And that person will be
Mhm.
reaching out to your workday support team. Hey, there was this guy who was supporting as a performance reviewer for this organization. Now that person moved on other role. I'll be in charge of this one. So get me that role assigned to me. So that person will be requesting you, and you will be, as a kind of workday security person, what you'll be doing is you'll be changing that role from other persons to this
Mhm.
person.
Got it.
So it's kind
So
of
general
support.
these
Yeah, general
these are.
support request you'll be getting, but a kind of
Mhm.
brand new creation you'll be doing at implementation, or even in your after go live also, if there is anything that specifically you wanted to have. So we have a HR partner. Let's have another role with the limited permissions who take care of employee onboarding activities and all. If that is a kind of case, so you'll be creating a
Mhm.
role based specific to the defined permissions actually.
Got it. Okay. All defaults are already created once we implement it.
Yeah. So as part of implementation,
Mhm.
standard things will be
Mhm.
already created. We will create HR administrator, user-based security will be creating, and HR partner who will be taking care of regional related things like HR data updates and all. That person will be taking care. And after you go live, if there is any specific request, there should be another role. Okay, another role we are creating for HR coordinator. Let's have a role-based
Mhm.
security group HR coordinator who takes care of employee documentation part. Okay, collecting all the documents from an employee, uploading them into Workday. Let's give these permissions to that HR coordinator. So if you have defined that role, you'll be creating a role-based security group and assign that role to that HR coordinator.
Got it. Okay.
So here's a role that we've created. Okay,
Yes.
so we will be creating a role-based security to assign this role to that and see how it works.
Oh, do we need to aware all the check marks or anything? Or no need to like self-assign, restricted assign, all these things.
No need of doing
Uh,
anything. You just need to create a role, define a role name,
okay.
label it for what all the organization that you wanted to, and do not
Okay.
select any of these things actually. Okay, so you're not assigning for
Okay.
yourself. No, you're assigning for
Okay.
anyone who requests for that role actually. Okay, it's not self-assigned. Okay, so you'll not be selecting
Yeah.
anything. Okay, you'll just add a security administrator as a reviewer. That's it. Okay, you don't need to perform anything else.
Okay.
Now create a security group.
Is the new feature that like actions there is start proxy earlier like in previous tenant I was not able to see this one. No, we need to manually specify
What
start
is
proxy and yeah, the start proxy in the actions I'm seeing now.
No, you'll be seeing this
Then
is
okay.
new one. Okay. You should be seeing when you use that frequently, you'll use that option. Okay. When you use
Okay.
something frequently, right, you'll be seeing in start actions actually. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I've used start proxy multiple times today. So that you'll be
Okay.
getting a frequently used list actually. So
Oh,
if you go to actions, you'll be getting frequent
okay.
used tab get will added.
Oh, okay.
So when you use multiple times, that will be getting adding there. If you created multiple
Oh,
times security group, even that security task will get added in the frequently used thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice. Got it.
Okay. Okay, now create a security group. Rule-based constraint one. And we'll give the same. Generally, it will be the same actually. Whatever the role name that you have given, right? Your role-based security also will be with the same name. Okay. That's a standard that you need to follow. You can go with the naming convention, but the best practice is your role and your role-based security will be with the same name actually. The people partner, you're going with the same name, which is something, best practice that you can follow, having a role and a role-based security group with the same name. Okay. Now, when you go to the role, so you have the inheritance access rates that you can give and the role that you can pass. Okay. Since we've created a role with people partners, their name, I'm adding partner. The inheritance, right? It's your need, how you want to have this inheritance to happen. Let's take you have created a people partner role and you have assigned this to the top level organization. Okay. So from there, what kind of an inheritance rights that you wanted to grant is what you'll be selecting here. By default, the option that is selected is applies to current organization and unassigned subordinates. Means unassigned subordinates in the sense who does not have any manager. Okay. So applies to the current organization when you assign to any supervisory organization or any company or any cost center. What it will work is it will inherit for all the organization that does not have any manager. Okay, unassigned subordinates who does not have a manager. If you wanted to have this to be inherited only for the organization that does not have any manager, you'll select this option. But the mostly used option is this one. Okay. Applies to current organization and all the subordinates. Okay. If you wanted to have the role to be getting inherited to all the subordinate organization, right from the first organization, when you assign this to the top level organization, first organization, and it should actually inherit it to the all the subordinate organization that you typically add till the last level organization. Okay. So if you wanted to have inheritance, you'll be selecting this one. Used one actually. This one will be used only for manager role. Okay. When you create a manager role, only for when there is no manager, this will be inherited. But when you wanted to have this to be inherited to all the roles that you typically create, either it can be HR partner or benefit partner or compensation partner, recruiting partner, payroll partner, any other role that you create in all the modules that has to inherit to all the subordinate organization. If that is the case, you wanted to select this one. And this is the option that will be recommended actually. If you wanted to have that to be inherited to all the organization, this is the option. Okay. And if you don't want
anybody,
to have,
and anybody will give this information, you need to assign, you need to select these, or like we need to decide ourselves.
Yeah. So depends upon when you're creating a role-based security group. Okay. So as I said, right, if you wanted to have this to be inherited, generally the behavior of the role, the concept of the role is inheritance actually. If you remember when you're, as part of core HR sessions, right, in your previous trainings, you would have seen when you're creating a supervisory organization, some roles were getting defaulted actually. Okay. So those roles will come from the selection here. Okay. When you've created a company, when you've created a cost center, when you've created a supervisor organization, there were some defaulted roles that used to be defaulting, and those roles comes based on your selection here actually. So when you assign any role to the superior organization, automatically that role will be getting inherited to the subordinate organization, and that is a concept which we know. And now when you create any new role, right? When you wanted to have the role to be assigned at top level organization and you wish to have that role to be inherited to all the subordinate organizations, the third option is what you generally select. Applies to current organization and all the subordinate organization of current organization. Okay. That will be the option that you will be choosing. Okay. And then if you
Okay.
don't want to have inheritance to happen, the first option applies to only current organization. Okay. You'll be
Okay.
selecting. Okay. But this is the option that you do. Or for manager roles, you'll be going for this one. And if any specific inheritance level that you want to do, let's say there are 10 levels of organization. Okay. You don't want to have inheritance to happen to all the 10 levels. You want to have this inheritance to happen at third level actually. Okay. Then in that case, you'll select this one and give the third level, hard code your subordinate level as 3, and your role will be getting directly inherited to that level. Instead of inherited to all
Oh.
the levels, it will get inherited to that particular level.
Hmm.
Okay.
Let's say there are 10, we want to like up to 5, 1 to 5. Will do we do like that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or only 5 levels? We want to, there are sub 10
You can actually go in this way
subordinates.
also. 1 to 5 also you can give. Okay. 1 to 5
Oh.
also you can give. Okay. Yes, there's a special character taken. You
Okay.
just need to mention
Okay.
the level actually. Okay. If you wanted to have one, I can. Okay. If you want to have up to 5 levels, okay, it will take. If you give 5 level, up to 5 levels, it will get inherited.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. Subordinates to level. Okay. To level in the sense, till 5th level, if you wanted to have this to be getting inherited, if you have 5,
That will.
that will get inherited
Okay.
to 5th level.
Got it.
Okay. So, but this is the one that you
Yeah.
generally select, which will be getting inherited to all the subordinate organizations. Okay.
Okay.
So this you don't need to worry. This don't have any kind of importance. This will generally take care of if you have any open positions. Okay. So just getting access to those positions actually. So the default will be as default. You will not be changing anything actually. Okay. Now, generally, if you're a manager role, you'll have access to the position that you have under actually. If you have 3 positions that you wanted to hire, you will have access to those 3 positions. You don't have access to positions that are not under you, that are under a different organization, you'll not have. That's what this means actually. Role has access to the position they support. Okay. So which you are having access, you'll be able to handle those things. Okay, that are under your organization.
Under my, okay.
Yeah, so you don't need to worry about this. All you need to do, you need to select this one, how you want to have inheritance to have.
Okay.
Because roles will not be inherited based on positions, but role will be inherited based on the employee actually. Okay, so this does not have any importance actually.
Got it.
Now you have created your role-based security group called people partner. Okay, you have assigned your role, and whatever role that you have created, you assign your role, and you have created role-based security. Now the next turn is assigning permissions to this role actually. Okay. So you can assign permissions in multiple ways, either going within the security group and adding the permissions. Okay. Security group. Maintain domain. Here you will be seeing maintain domain permissions for security group. Okay. Let's say you wanted to give all the personal information access. Okay. All the personal data access that you want to give to the people who are assigned with this role. Okay. What I'm going to get started. Okay. So personal data you wanted to give access to this role. Okay. All the domains related to personal, you're going to add. Okay. So irrespective of specific thing, gender, name, ethnicity, anything. Okay. Anything related to personal, either it can be disability information, either it can be religion, either it can be any other marital status. All these things, comes under personal. You're giving all the permissions here. Okay. So personal data you have given each and every data permission. And then you're going to add. What is that?
How you selected all of them? I was trying to select, but was not able to select it. Why I need to select one by one?
Control A. Control A.
Then after that?
Enter.
Enter. Okay.
Okay. Control A. Enter. You will be selecting all. Okay. Okay. Then I want to select all the payroll related or compensation related permissions. So I want to select all the compensation permissions. So which you will give all that compensation data access. Okay. Selecting all the compensation permissions. Okay. And then I want to have all the Payroll related. Okay. Selecting all the payroll related permissions, irrespective of any specific domain. Complete access I'm giving for payroll so that I can manage any of the payroll data in Workday.
Mhm.
Okay. All the payroll permissions are selected, and then I wanted to also give some benefits permissions. Okay. Benefits data. Selected all the benefit domains. Now it means that with the permission that we have selected, we have given personal data, compensation data, and payroll data and benefits data permission that we have given. Okay. Now, once you activate this one, your security changes will become effective actually. Okay. Now we have given all the modify access, which means that can see and can modify. Okay. If I would have given in just view, just for view, cannot modify actually. Now click on OK.
So,
Okay.
okay.
Now activating this thing will make your security changes become effective. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now activation has happened.
Mhm.
Now we have role-based security ready to be assigned to anyone. Okay. Now we have proxied as logon, no? So
Yes.
what we need to do is we need to find one employee profile for whom we can proxy, and we can add this role and test with that employee. Okay. Whatever the permission that we have assigned, right? We should be able to
Mhm.
assign to one person and proxy as that person and see whether that person is getting access or not. Okay. So there is one employee called Monica. Okay. There is one employee profile, Monica,
Mhm.
for whom we can actually proxy. We should be able to proxy.
Sorry, can you repeat? I lost. Can go to before.
So what I was referring is
Yeah.
identifying a profile with whom we can proxy and
Okay.
assign the role security which we have created without any other security is one of the unique person that we have in this tenant actually. Okay, you can find few other profiles also, but for this profile, whatever I've selected, right, we should be able.
Okay.
You'll not see any other security, but you can add just your security that you have created so that you can understand the difference. Whatever the security
Okay.
that you've added, you will be able to experience the security that you have added actually. Okay. So that's what I
Okay.
meant. So I'm able to
Okay.
first see this employee profile, what security she has. Okay. I'll not be
Okay.
able to, I'll be able to see the user-based security group, but will not be able to remove that. But let's see whether she has any rule user-based security or not. Okay. So going to security profile and assign user-based security group. Let's see if there are any user-based security group for her. So there are no user-based security, it is blank actually. Okay.
Okay.
Now for she does not have any user-based security group. Now we need to check whether she has any role-based security group or not. Okay. So checking if she has any role-based security group, going to assign roles. Okay, she has two roles actually. So I'm removing these roles in order to test our role effectively. Okay. So select remove, select button, submit. Those two roles will get inherited. Will be removed actually.
Okay.
No, she does not have any security. Okay. Role-based security she does not have, or user-based security also she does not have, because user-based security she does not have before, but role-based security we just removed. Okay, just checking whether those got removed or not.
Now, after doing, we need to run any job, or we don't need to run.
No, nothing. Nothing. So now
Okay. Okay.
roles got removed. Okay. Now
When do you use that securable item? So to effect immediately, secure, right? So we need to.
view security for securable item will allow you to see what access is missing and what you need to add. If you're not aware of any security that is missing for you and you need to get access for the task, you go for view security for securable item, give the task, see the security that is
Okay.
there for that, and see whether you have that security or any other user who need that have that security or not. You will compare and you'll assign that missing security. So view security for security item will allow you to identify the missing security that you wanted to add for integrations, that you wanted to add for any users, that you wanted to add for yourself also. Okay. Now for Monica, we have removed all the role-based security. She does not have any role-based security, and she does not have any user-based security also. But she might have got some permissions with default security group called employee SL, because she's an employee, she's an
Right.
employee, right? So when she got hired, automatically she becomes part of employee self security group. Okay. Whatever employee self security group permissions are there, she should be getting those things actually. Okay. Now, what we'll do is we'll proxy as this employee and
Okay.
will not assign any role to her. Okay. Just see what she is able to access and then assign our role to her and then see the difference. Okay. Now, proxying as her. Now, let's access Jacqueline's profile. Okay. Jacqueline's profile I'm accessing with Monica proxy. Now, what are the permissions that we've added? Benefits, compensation, payroll, and benefits, payroll, compensation, and what is the other one?
For
Personal data. Okay.
first.
Yeah. So you can see here when she proxied as Monica, and when she tries to access personal information, she is not seeing any, only personal notes she's seeing. And she's not seeing any personal information which refers to date of birth, gender, kind of tab that she is not seeing actually. Okay. And similarly, compensation and benefits payroll profiles itself are not populating. Okay. See, nothing
Okay.
she's able to see. Compensation menu she is not able to see. Payroll menu she is not able to see. Benefits menu she is not able to see. Okay. And personal information she is able to see, but she is not seeing any personal information here. Now we'll assign the role that we have created to this Monica and see, again proxy as her and see whether what she'll see. But before assigning the role to her, because we have created a role-based security group, which is a constrained one, we need to assign for an organization. Now, since we are actually looking for Jacqueline information, right? So we need to assign for so that she can access that information for Jacqueline. So Jacqueline belongs to one of the company. So we'll assign at company level. So we'll see what company Jacqueline belongs to. Okay, this is taking time. Let me stop proxy. That I wanted to see so that we can assign that organization, we can assign that role to the specific organization. Okay. So that she gets access to view that information. Okay. Now, Jacqueline belongs to
JMS global.
GMS1. Where do you see that?
It went into hide now already. It came and it.
Okay.
No,
So
no, there only.
yeah, this is the company that you can see. 001
Okay.
GMS USA is a company. Okay.
Okay.
What I'll do is I'll assign this whatever role that we
Hmm.
have created for this company to Monica, and then proxy
Okay.
her and see if she can get access to Jacqueline information because Jacqueline is part of this company. Okay.
Okay.
Go to Monica's profile.
One year.
So I'm assigning role to her first. Just to understand the difference between before and after. Okay.
Sure. GMS.
001 or 0001.
001.
Now assign
People
people.
part.
Now what will happen is whatever permission that we've defined for this people partner role will be restricted for employees. If you're assigning this as a company,
Hmm.
whoever are assigned with this role, in this case, Monica is assigned with this role, right? She will be getting
Yes.
access to those permissions for all this group of employees under this company.
Hmm.
Submit. Now we have assigned permissions to Monica. Now we'll proxy as her and validate Jacqueline's information and see whether she gets
Okay.
access or not, or her access becomes a little different than what we have seen before.
Okay.
Proxying as her.
One question,
Yeah,
Amit. So
yeah.
do we need to activate anything here or no need to activate once we assign?
We are not making any security changes, no. We are just
Oh,
assigning the security. Only when you make any security changes, that too for security groups only you'll activate.
oh, okay.
Okay. You already created a security and assigning that security to a person, no, you don't need to activate.
Oh, okay.
Jacqueline information. Proxying. Now you can see It's a little bit difference actually. Okay, if you go to personal,
Okay.
if you go to personal tab, you
Yeah.
see personal information got added. Okay, if I click on
Okay.
personal information,
Yeah.
I'm seeing all the personal information, whatever that is there for Jacqueline. I'm able to see gender, I'm able to see marital status, I'm able to see other personal information. Okay, because we've added personal
Mhm.
information domains to the role actually. And then earlier we were not able to see.
Any of these things. Overview of contract of benefits pay.
Okay, got disconnected, connecting it back.
Yeah.
That way your role will work actually.
Okay.
So now you'll not see this information for any other employee from any other company. Only for GMS company, you'll be able to see them. Because
Okay.
that's
One.
what role-based constraint security means. Your access is restricted based on the organization. So when someone asks you what is a feature of role-based security, constraint security group means whatever you're seeing now, your delivery should be in that way. Okay. So your access is getting restricted by organization, whatever is selected. That organization can be company, can be cost center,
Mhm.
can be supervisor organization, can be location, can be hierarchy also. Okay.
Okay.
Now you can see benefits. If you go to benefits, you can see
Benefits
benefits
information.
information. Okay. And if you go to pay, you should be able to see. Earlier we were not able to see at least payment menu. Now we are seeing all the pay related information. Okay. And similarly, I think we should see compensation also. I think compensation permissions are missing. But yeah, so we should be getting compensation all in the same way actually. So now you're able to see some of the information that you're not able to see before the role-based security. So, and the same way, now Monica is assigned with GMS actually. Now, if I try to, she tries to access any other employee profile, like anyone who is in Thailand. Okay, let's say
Banker. Assign the UA.
in this any. If I go to this employee profile who is from Bangkok,
Banker.
MSUS company.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
If I access her profile, Monica should not be able to see any other information. Okay. So
Okay.
she cannot see personal information. Okay. Personal information she cannot see personal information. And any other compensation benefits or payroll, she should not be able to see because she is assigned to view only US employee data, but she is not assigned for Thailand data because we have restricted that role for only US company, not for Thailand. Now, in order to extend this Monica's access to Thailand, you need to do the same,
Mm-hmm.
extending the role to Thailand company. So we need to stop the proxy before we do that.
Yeah.
We're going to Monica's profile.
Mm-hmm.
Heading. Sorry, you should assign not proxy, sir. Sorry, you should assign talent company to first, not proxy.
Finger.
So whatever the role that you have created, right? Whenever you have created a role, if
People's partner.
people's partner and you have assigned for company, cost center, location, hierarchy, supervisor, organization, right? Based on that, you are
Yeah.
able to select a company here. If you have not selected a company there, you would have not restricted at company level here. Since you have selected a
Okay.
company here, you're able to select GMS company or any other company. If you have not selected company there, this list would have not come for you because it is a company. You're not looking for a company because you have not added there, right? Whatever you have
Yeah.
added, if something with the same name would be there, that should be coming, or you need a search. Now I wanted to have this to be extended for Thailand company also. Okay.
Mm.
So what is the GMS Thailand?
Yeah. We added like no company, cost center, and other things also 3 or 4, right? So I think
Yeah,
so. Any one
yeah.
of them we can enable it here or like.
Anyone, any cost center you can take, any company you can take, any location you take, any supervisor options you can take.
We can enable. Okay.
You can enable.
Add those.
GMS Thailand is a company, right?
Yeah.
You'll be able to get this company because you've added a company there. You've enabled for company. That is the reason you're able to get here. If you have not enabled it for company, you would have not
Okay.
got GMS Thailand or also GMS USA also you would have not got actually.
Okay. So yeah, we can add even the cost center of that Thailand Bangkok
Yeah, we
company,
can do
right?
that. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, even cost center also
Okay.
we can do that. Okay. I don't know the cost center actually. So I know the name that it has. You can do, let's
Mm.
see if it has any cost center name or I can find anything. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Cost center is there for find that cost center. Cost center you can add location or location we can add. Okay. We'll also see if we can
Okay.
add Bangkok
Bangkok.
location. Sorry. First we need to give the role right.
Yeah.
For the you added for location. No, I think we've added location. No, let's
Right.
first
Right.
test this. Let's
Oh,
first
oh,
test
got it.
this. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now we've added for Thailand company. Let's proxy as Monica and see whether she's able to access
Mm.
that particular employee data.
Thailand. What?
You can see person information. You're able to see the person information. Okay. And then
One question here, right? Sometimes people will, hide some of the information, even though you have information. Let's say they won't see, some other person information on that. Uh, how do how do they do basically? Like, want to restrict?
basically domains only. Okay. So here you
Okay,
have gender, marital status, you have personal data, gender, personal data, domain, personal data, marital status, personal data, ethnicity, kind of domains you have specifically. If you feel that person information should be accessed, but gender information should not be accessed, so you'll not assign the gender information permissions to that role actually. Any other
that's
information can be
all.
accessed, but not gender.
Okay,
There you can restrict at each of the attribute level also you can restrict the security.
okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll see. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Next, yeah.
So now we have person
Personal
information,
information.
payroll.
Yeah.
So we are seeing this thing. At least before we are not seeing payroll menu also. Now we are seeing this payroll. So the other
Benefits is missing.
what is that?
Yeah. Benefits is missing here. Like, any restrictions? Benefits?
Because Thailand employee will not have any benefits, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
Only generally US employees will have benefits assigned, benefit plans and all. Okay. Thailand employees, if there are no benefits, will not be shown here.
Oh, automatically? Okay.
Yeah. So if benefits are not there, even the permissions are there, what will be there to show? Nothing will be there, no.
Got it, got it. That's why it
Yeah.
won't show up. Okay.
Yeah. So benefits is not there,
So,
benefits will not show up actually. Okay.
somebody might join newly and he might saw like, why I'm missing all these things. That means how do we check that information? Let's say even though I
Let's
moved like
say, let's say
from
now
India.
we are, yeah, now we are thinking that since
Okay.
um, this person, this Thailand employee does not have benefits, and there is a reason we are not seeing, is what we are thinking,
Yeah.
right? To just ensure that this is correct or not, what we'll do is we'll proxy out as Monica, and Jacqueline have all the access, right? We'll proxy, we'll just see with Jacqueline access. Stop proxy as Monica. Yes, Monica. Okay, now I'm with Jacqueline Access. Now access this employee profile to see if she has, because Jacqueline has complete access. Okay, if she has benefits, it should show up actually. So even now, the benefits is not showing up actually. Okay, so benefits is there, but let's see if there is anything. Okay, nothing is there in benefits. Okay, so data is blank actually. Okay, you're not seeing any benefits. Rewards is there, but that is not a benefit actually. Okay, we have not given total rewards permission. We have given benefits permission. Okay, she is not having any benefits permission. If you wanted to see how benefit plan will be populating it, if you go to Jacqueline's profile,
Mm-hmm.
Jacqueline's profile, the benefits, if employee has benefits, it will be like this actually. Okay, it will be like this.
Got it. So,
So you'll be seeing all the plans that are assigned for Jacqueline. Okay, it is loading actually.
okay.
Okay, you can see.
Oh,
So the
okay.
benefits plan, she is assigned with 401k plan. Okay, and she's having all the dependent information on this.
Mm.
If you see same for Logan, Logan also will have benefit because Logan is from US, no?
Yes, yes. So maybe some people file I'm asking general tickets. Somebody might have said, why I'm missing this information from my profile. That means where exactly we need to see, like, this as a login as a super user and check, or like, let's say a person is expecting some information in his profile.
You'll become a supervisor. When you
Mm,
join a workday team, right, you'll be having all the
yeah.
access for you. Okay. So your access should
Okay.
give all the information. Okay. Now, if I'm seeing Logan's benefits,
Okay.
Logan has benefits. That's the reason why she's able to see this tab actually. So you can see she's assigned with commuter spending and 401k plan actually.
Got it.
Okay.
Mm.
So if Thailand employee for whom we recognize the employee has any benefits like this, she should have actually
Sure.
seen this information actually.
Got it.
Yeah. That way
That
your
is
roles can be
designed.
restricted actually.
That is designed by Workday, or like, if nothing is there, you won't see anything. Default, or like, implementers will decide. So if there
Which
is
one?
something
Which one?
is like,
Which one?
in the previous, like, if the benefits is not available for Bangkok employee, right? So the
Yeah.
tab and the information, right?
Yeah.
So it has default by system, or like, if somebody, configure like that way, if nothing is there, you should not display.
No. Generally, right, if you see US employees right on their first day, it's a kind of, legal kind of thing actually. For all US
Okay.
employees, the right on their first day when they're getting hired, right, they need to get some
Okay.
default benefits actually. For all US employees, okay, when they, I don't know whether you got some default benefits because you're
Yeah.
working for a US company, when you have joined for a
Yeah.
US company, on the first day of your hiring, you should have got some benefits actually. So which would be,
Right.
if you're a full-time employee, so there are
Yeah.
some benefits on your first day you'll be getting, which can be for you and for your dependents actually. Okay. So that is for US employee. That's a kind of standard thing for US employee. Any US employee, this is a kind of minimum thing that will happen. But for India employee, okay, so the benefit providers will not be there in Workday. Okay. But for US employees, their benefit providers like Cigna, Medical, and Blue Cross Blue Shield, all these things will be part of their system actually. All these benefit providers will be there in the system. But for India, for Canada, for any other country, those benefit providers will not be there in the system, and those configurations will not be there for other international countries than this country.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So benefits module is specifically for US folks actually. Okay. So that
Okay.
can be straightly said that your benefits module will mostly work for US employees and it will not work for other employees.
Okay. Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's the reason why when you get hired in India or when you get hired in any non-US country, you'll not be seeing any kind of
Yeah.
benefits actually. Okay.
Got it.
Benefits will be added for non-US employee. It might be
Okay.
as part of employments outside of Workday. In India, some kind of Mediclaim, some kind of things will be offered, but that will not be part of Workday.
Mhm.
Okay. Because there won't be any kind of interface between Workday to other system for this benefit. So I've just left it as it is.
Got it. Understood.
Okay.